Right, hi guys, welcome back for another video. Today I'm returning with another video on the model farm, but it is something a little different. So as it's the new year, I thought I'd bring out a video of all of the conversions slash scratch built models I have done for the whole of 2022. I would have liked to have the video out on the 31st of December, but unfortunately there was one thing that I was currently in the process of finishing up and it was not going to be ready, and I did not want to rush it because obviously once it's done, it's done. So I just want to start off to thank for a fantastic 2022 that we've had on the channel. Yet again, it's been an amazing year for the whole model community, and it has been a busy one. I would also like to say I would have liked to have a video there out on Christmas, but so much stuff cropped up. I was busy with other stuff and I didn't have the video recorded. If I had the video recorded, I would have done it. It was my own fault, but I thought, you know what, we'll come out with a banger of a video here for New Year's Day. So yeah, but yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys in particular for the whole of support I've had for 2022. It has been amazing, and all the lads as well from the model community that I work with or kind of discuss stuff with, such as Model Farmer 6710, IGN Farmer, Home Scale Farm Models, and many more people on the community. But those are kind of the close people that I kind of talk to and discuss model stuff with, and see what's what. And also, yeah, they've supported me massively. Again, can't thank them enough, and let's hope for 23 to be, as we say every year, bigger and better, and I'm certainly sure it will be. I've got lots of stuff in the pipeline to happen, including the model farm, on where that's happening. There'll be another video explaining what's going to happen on that soon. But anyway, the video today is, you can see I have a bunch of stuff lined up in the field here of all of these scratch built or conversions I've done this year. Mainly, most of them are conversions, but there is a few scratch built stuff. So yeah, there's a few things lined up here. It's been a busy year. I pretty much started doing conversions not long ago. Must have been back, oh, you're talking probably back August time, so not long ago actually, a few months back, and I've lined up all of this stuff already. So yeah, I don't think we're missing anything that I've done. So yeah, this is all the stuff I've done, so we'll start off and work ourselves to the back. So here we've got a Burma, I think that's how you pronounce it, 10-ton classic grain trailer. So this trailer comes as a kit that you have to build yourself. It is quite a frustrating, not frustrating, but it is quite stressful, because it's a kit where you don't have any really spare parts. So if you do F something up, you literally have to start, well, not start from scratch, but in a way you have to be really careful, because I did mess something up and it involved me having to do a major U-turn really, which I'll get to later on in the video. But yeah, no, I'm very happy. A lot of things did go wrong with me building this trailer. It definitely does not look perfect. I did have to correct myself many times on this trailer. There is, try not to go too close, because there is a few scars there you can see, you know, a few mishaps. But listen, I'm learning, everyone's learning, you have to start somewhere. So yeah, I do want to get decals for this trailer, ideally Marston, because that's the sort of colour I've painted it in. I don't know what's this misty sort of stuff for. I don't know, that's kind of the spray paint issue, I say. I'm not really fond of that. Don't know why it's coming out white there, and then those two sections are fine. I don't know, hopefully that'll get better as it dries. Because I did give it a little quick coat before filming. Also, the rims I had to paint. You have to build everything. So I grabbed the trailer here. You can see from the chassis to the hydraulic rams to the axle, everything. To even the back tailgate swings and everything. There is a bit of a gap there, but it is what it is. I'm happy with it. It's a nice little scratch build, and probably the hardest build I've done yet, possibly. It wasn't too bad. It was just the lack of maybe concentration and having to be literally spot on with everything nearly. So yeah, so that's the scratch build really. It did come as a kit. You have to build it yourself, paint it, whatever. So yeah, moving on. High spec 2,300 gallon tanker was converted from an NC to a high spec. Yeah, this tanker is for sale, so if any of you guys are interested, it is for sale. I've done a whole spray job, stickers myself, as you can see. Comes with the box, comes with a pipe as well. So if you are interested, just let me know and I'll get back to you. Yeah, simple build. I was quite lucky that the chassis unscrews. I think there's like 3 screws, unscrews and she's off, and then you're able to spray the whole barrel. And the pump comes off, and this pipe comes off as well. It worked out ideal. Yeah, simple build. Moving on to probably my favourite tanker I've done. I spray painted this in green because I was like, do you know what, let's try out a different colour. And I'm not... Listen, I prefer the red, but the green isn't bad. But yeah. Moving on, 2,500 gallon high spec. This tanker is actually on the farm. And yeah, it's red. Much prefer it. They come in blue. Is it blue? No, silver. They come in galvanized or silver. So obviously had to prime it and all that. And yeah, the paint has come out absolutely wonderful, and the stickers as well. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. As you can see, simple build, simple conversion. Was handy enough. So yeah, happy with that. Moving on to probably near enough one of my favourites is the NC, but it's a Herbst. So painted this yellow. I was thinking for a while, what colour do I do it? And I decided with yellow, and I wasn't actually going to paint the rims. I was only going to paint the hubs black, but I was like, it's going to be too much of a mess trying to miss everything. So I painted the whole rims black as well. And I ended up putting sides on as well myself, scratch built. They're not the tidiest, I know, but it's definitely a lot nicer, I think. And the pipes as well, I know that's not tidy. I do need to fix that and tidy that up a lot better. But I don't think it's a bad job. I think it's a nice tidy job, and it's something different to what everyone would normally have. Moving on, we've got a Marston converted into a Marshall. So what happened here, the paint job underneath was not the best. So I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna spruce her up a bit. And I didn't really want to keep it a Marston, so I did it into a Marshall. And yeah, it's not a bad trailer, to be fair, considering I got the trailer for free. So well, I paid like £5 for it, along with another model that I got really cheap. But yeah, no, I'm happy enough with that. That turned out really well, obviously by Britons. And then moving on, we've got the Marshall Britain's Bale trailer. This was originally in yellow. Got from IGN Farmer, actually. Shout out to him. And yeah, put Marshall stickers on it. I do like my Marshall stuff, as you can see. We've got a Marshall kit on the home farm, so yeah. But no, happy enough with that. So yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Simple conversion, just prime it, paint it, stickers on, and yeah. Moving on to another one of my real favourites that I've done. Actually would have been one of my first conversions I done properly and spent a bit of time on, is this Marshall side fling spreader. We have one of these on the home farm in real life, so you know, it kind of motivated me and inspired me even to do it myself. So this spreader comes standard as a Britain's Howard. Now I will admit the paint job I did not redo, because the paint job was done a few years ago. But yeah, so there was actually a video on my main channel, I think, and must have been a year or two ago now, of converting it from green back to red, or not, well, into red. But it could do with a better paint job. I am after another spreader, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I put bigger, thicker tires on her. I put wooden boarding along the side there. I put then a hose or a brake line going to the brakes. I would have put a ram on, but unfortunately I haven't had the time to get around to that. And I put a hose holder, a bit of wood, just drilled a hole. And we've also got a jack and a PTO, and then obviously new stickers all the way around, as you can see. So yeah, that's one of my favourite builds. I do really like that, and I am, as I said, I've got more stuff, parts ready for doing another spreader like that, but obviously hopefully improve and do a few different bits and keep improving. But yeah, then moving on to a tipping trailer. I think it's a 5-ton Joskin, Universal Hobbies Joskin trailer, and I was like, do you know what, kind of bored of the Joskin. I wasn't really using it, still don't, but I thought, you know what, because I'm a Marshall kind of addict, I thought I'd make it into a Marshall tipping trailer, because they do make tipping trailers similar to this. And it was an easy enough build, because Marshall, the old Marshalls had orange rims and a green chassis, so that was easy enough for me to do. That's all I needed to do, was take the chassis off and just spray paint the body itself, not the body, well yeah, the body, and put stickers on. So that was an easy enough build. And you can see I did switch paint colour. Don't know if you can notice, but that paint colour is more of like a darker cherry sort of red, and this red's more of like a massy sort of red. So yeah, I couldn't get a hold of the same sort of red, but in a way, if you remember the old Marshalls, they used quite old cherry red paint, and it's exactly like that cherry red. I mean, it's kind of difficult to come across on camera, but it is very similar to that. But yeah, again, simple enough, and happy enough as well. Then moving on to one of my favourite little additions is the Cattle Crush by Burma farm models. So he laser cuts all this stuff out and prints it out and then sends it off, and I must say he is a sound man to work with. I've got no complaints. The guy helps you out, and literally I was there on Christmas Day building this, and I was a bit confused because there was no instructions in the box, but funny enough, because I was being stupid not looking, there was a link on the box, inside the box, and to go over to the website, and there was instructions there on the computer, which in a way was better because you could see it a lot bigger obviously and a lot better. So yeah, that's where we were at there, and he helped me out on Christmas Day when I was trying to give this a shot to build, and he answered me back pretty much straight away. So He's a top bloke to work with. This Crush was my first kit that I bought off him. And I must say as well, good prices. I mean, I can't complain about the prices that this guy does. I mean, yeah, amazing. Obviously, it's probably so cheap because you're having to build it yourself. If it was already built, yeah, it would be an extra probably 10, 15 quid, maybe even 20 quid with paint, you know. So, yeah. But yeah, IAE Cattle Crush. Didn't have any silver spray paint, so I decided to paint it red. Yeah, because why not? Again, this was probably the hardest build that he's done, in my opinion. And a lot of others have said as well, this build is one of the most fiddliest builds. Again, it's not hard, but it is. If you haven't done his kits before and you're not quite used, yeah, it is a bit hard. But again, he wouldn't build these kits if people weren't able to build them, you know. You just follow instructions and you'll get there, and just take the time. But yeah, great build, very happy with that. That's also on the farm. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. Now on to the last but not least, and probably one of my favourites, near enough one of my favourites. Probably my top 3 favourites I've done this year. I'm very, very happy and proud of. So, we'll grab this here. This is one of the muck trailers. So that blue trailer there, that blue trailer kit, is one of these. What happened was, which I was saying at the start of the video, I broke one of the parts and I needed the part. I was going to buy the part from Burma Models, but I wanted to get on, and I was thinking, do you know what, I don't need to. I'll make something different and kind of test out my skills. So I built this bale trailer out of the parts. This trailer holds 8 bales. She will hold 11, but you're pushing it because she's a single axle. And she's a straight solid single axle as well, as you can see. So none of that pivoting suspension axle, none of that. Solid straight axle. Marshall, of course. So I used the chassis, the bed, and then the front, the front side panel I ended up having to cut down because it was too big. Had to cut down and reshape it like the Marshall front panel and kind of strengthen it up a bit, because these parts weren't on it, or these, so I had to kind of fabricate that up and also fabricate the back up as well, as you can see. And yeah, it's come out really well. I'm really happy with myself. I think it's one of my best builds I've done. Scratch build, obviously. I'm just gone off on my head with a plan in my head and just done that, and it's turned out really, really well, and I'm happy. It's a good little trailer for the older, smaller tractors, such as like the Massey 300 series, or you know, the smaller tractors. It is a really nice build, and I'm really happy and proud. And yeah, so that is that trailer. So this trailer kit comes as a grain trailer, but I decided, because I bought 2, I decided, you know what, I will try something different, do it into a bale trailer, something that someone hasn't done. And yeah, so if you follow me on Instagram, that model lad on Instagram, you will find out all the fresh new stuff that happens behind the scenes before you see the video, really. And a lot of other stuff that you don't see in videos, you will see on Instagram. So go and give me a follow there, that model lad on Instagram, and you'll find all the behind the scenes sort of stuff there. So yeah, anyway guys, that is it. Hopefully you guys like the whole of my conversions, and this is probably one of my favourite I've done for the whole of 2022. I think it's between that, the Marshall spreader, and the grain trailer, the blue grain trailer. So yeah, if you guys like it, give it a like, and there will be more videos coming very soon on the channel. There's also going to be news on what's going to happen with the model farm, so stay tuned for that. And yeah guys, so I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek of some of the new models that I've got recently. So yeah, you'll have to wait and see. If you guys want a video of some new models I've got recently, let me know. But yeah, so guys, a very happy new year. Hopefully you had a great Christmas, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I thought I'd do this video because there's quite a few models there stacked up that I've done. And yeah guys, until the next video, hopefully we'll be out very soon of what's going to happen for 23 and what's the plan. Until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.